Hi, my name is Alexis Parrish, and this is for the ACTE 633 Mod 1 posting. 3 key characteristics that define me and my current position in K-12 education. The first one that I would say is educated. I currently teach high school mathematics to mostly seniors. My undergraduate degree is in mathematics, and I worked in the applied mathematics field for over 8 years prior to switching to education. I know my subject area well and how it is used in the real world. Intuitive. I teach some of the lower level classes where students are struggling with content. I also have many ESL students in my class. Knowing how to read students when I'm instructing and working with them is important. Even if they don't ask for help, I can see that they need something clarified or explained more, either by the class or individual students. Being intuitive also helps with my role as part of the SAP, Student Assistance Program team at the high school. As teachers, we know observing student patterns and behavior is just as important as instructing the class. Being able to sense when a student seems a little down or maybe a little bit off can be critical in helping them get the supports that they need. And my last one here is attitude. I always try to stay optimistic, positive, and enthusiastic in my classroom. Sometimes students struggle with their motivation for math class at 7:21 a.m. or during the after-lunch slump in the afternoon. Bringing a positive attitude and energy helps make the class run better. 2 ways in which I see the readings about motivation and motion are being connected to the video of Rita. The first thing that I would say is interpersonal connections. Rita quotes, "No significant learning can occur without a significant relationship," and discusses the value and importance of those connections. In our textbook, if we look on page 3 where Jukes, McCain, and Crockett state an important skill area underdeveloped in this digital culture is the face-to-face interpersonal interaction. On page 13, they also discuss how this generation is more comfortable with the virtual screen-to-screen relationships than they are with the face-to-face ones. Rita talks in her TED Talk with the sentiment that every child deserves a champion, someone that they can really connect with and help them reach their potential. So that kind of relates with having those interpersonal connections that you need to have either on the online environment and also in the face-to-face classroom. Assessment, I think, is kind of a big one that can be connected to the readings. Rita recounted a story of a student who scored 22 out of 20 on an assessment. She purposely put a +2 on his paper rather than a -18. The student was confused at first why he had a plus and a smiley face if his grade was actually an F. She reflects on how he was really in the learning process and had some sort of starting point in which he could improve upon. In the Ames article, specifically looking at page 265, on the evaluation recognition section of the article, the concept of evaluation is discussed. In this article, a study cited discusses how students who lack confidence in their ability are especially at risk for exhibiting a learned helplessness response pattern where the performance goals are salient. These patterns then can link to that failure avoiding and failure accepting behavior patterns of achievement that's also mentioned in the article. One area that you would hope to develop through taking this course. I looked over the course material and the syllabus, and one thing that jumped out at me was listed as number 4 in the course objectives. Identify teaching and learning strategies that help teachers respond to individual student differences and needs across a variety of characteristics. This is something I strive to do and focus on in my face-to-face classroom, but I'd really like to learn more and develop my skills to apply them in the virtual classroom. Okay, and I think that's it. I'm looking forward to working with you guys throughout this course. Thank you.